It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
It's Monday, May the 9th, 2022, and this is the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Recktenwald, and this is Scott Scooter Callies.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
It's enough of that.
It's a good morning this morning. I'm excited.
It's Scott the Whoop Whoop Callies.
There you go. Hey, it's beautiful. It's beautiful outside. It was a beautiful weekend.
Yeah, it was a little windy.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
Could have lived without some of that wind, but you know, we can't have everything perfect.
Wine.
And no cheese.
No cheese.
What the heck? All the wine and no cheese. What do you think about that?
There you go. How was your weekend? Did you have a good one?
Yeah, we were busy.
Busy?
Yeah. The ground was so soft.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard.
I saw more zero turns stuck in people's yards than I care to remember. And they weren't all mine.
And the grass may be dry, but the ground is just saturated.
Well, that's part of the problem. It took till probably 11 o'clock Saturday morning for the grass blades to be dry. So therefore, anybody that thought the dirt underneath was dry was sadly mistaken. Yeah, I bet we passed, from here to Gassville, I'd say we passed 4 stuck zero turns in people's yards.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm not talking about just a little bit stuck. I'm talking about stuck.
Buried
all
stuck.
the way down to the motor.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
Plumb stuck.
Not good.
Hey, let's do a morning prayer. Morning prayer is brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. With all our respect, is not just a motto, it's how they do business. Renata Jenkins-Byler and her staff all across the state of Arkansas do a tremendous job at a job that you and I probably neither one would like to do. And they do it very well. If you don't know where Roller Funeral Home is in Mountain Home, go up Highway 5 North, look for the largest American flag you've ever seen. Take a right, and there you are. You're at Roller Funeral Home of Mountain Home. Like I say, there's 29 locations to serve you, one in Memphis, Tennessee. And now let's go to the Lord in morning prayer. Father God, just thank you for the great weekend that we've had, the sunshine, a little bit of wind. We thank you for the rain that came previous to that, for we know that there's a reason for it, which means probably a very hot, dry summer. Lord, we just pray that you will continue to lead us and guide us and give us peace over all the misunderstanding that is going on in the world today. Everything is still a little bit confusing. Lord, we just pray that you will be with all the students that will finish school this week. Several of our area students will finish this week. Lord, we pray that you'll be with our governors and our senators and our president and our vice president as they make decisions that affect all of us, not just their lives. Lord, we pray that you'll be with the firefighters, the policemen, the first responders, the EMTs, the doctors, and the nurses as they continue to deal with things that are a little bit out of the norm. And it's in Christ's name which we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Let's take a quick break from Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team. We'll be right back.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call, 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Welcome back. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. The weather is brought to you and all the news updates brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793. Let's take a look at the White River.
Beautiful shot.
Well, you know, there's a cloud or two in the way.
It's all right.
You can tell this is a live shot. Just watch those clouds as they're moving quickly across the area. The sun is peeking through to the right-hand side, which is over toward Mountain Home. To your left is the Rainbow Bridge. Way out in the horizon is the state of Missouri, but what you're looking at close up is the city of Cotter, the baseball field, the Railroad Museum, Contractors Trust, and you're looking from Marion County into Baxter County. This shot is brought to you every day by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team from Century 21, retiredarkansas.net, 870-405-0793. realtors you would recommend to a friend. Let's take a look at the weather. Let me get over here. All right. Temperatures around the area: Mountain Home 67, Harrison 71, Batesville 70, Yellville 65, Marshall 72, Salem 67, Mountain View 72, Calico Rock 67, West Plains, Missouri 67, Springfield, Missouri 67, Poplar Bluff 65, and St. Louis, Missouri is 65 as well. And the radar, notice that it's moving, spanned way out and moving. Look at them clouds. Nothing in the area close to us.
May had some clouds on the camera, but it ain't bringing any moisture right now.
And hallelujah for that. I'm telling you. North Dakota may be getting some rain today, a little bit in South Dakota as well. Wisconsin, Minnesota a little bit. Let's get in a little bit closer to Arkansas and see if there's anything.
Hey, I want to show you something real quick, and then we'll go right back. I'm going to bring up this picture here just because that's a beautiful shot this morning right there on the water.
And that water, compared to last week at this
Yes.
time, that water's so much clearer, not near as murky, but boy, that is a great shot. RetiredArkansas.net, go to their toolbar and check out live cams.
Sorry, the camera moved, and I was like, oh, I got to put that on there.
Let's zoom on in here, get into the state of Arkansas and see what's happening around there. Doesn't look like a whole lot. Matter of fact, it doesn't look like anything, and I kind of like it that way for the next few days. And we'll take a look to see if we've got any severe weather. Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, they've got some severe weather, wind and hail potential. Nothing at all in the state of Arkansas. Warnings we've got. Boy, that zoomed in quick, didn't it? Makes it look a little easier to see. What is this right here, Scooter? Help me with that.
The pink?
Yeah.
Red flag warning.
Which means?
My understanding, that's
Keep
fire
all your red
warning.
flags put away?
That's fire warning, I guess.
Keep all your red flags put up. 7-day forecast. Sunny today. High of 87. Low tonight. Clear and 70 degrees. High tomorrow 90. What do you think about a 90-degree day?
That I knew it was coming up, and I'm excited to bring it. It means summer's here.
It means that the ground will probably dry. Low tomorrow night, Tuesday, will be 69. High Wednesday, sunny with a high of 91. Wednesday night, low 66, mostly clear. Thursday, sunny and 90. Thursday night, mostly clear, low 67. And then Friday, mostly sunny, then a chance of thunderstorms. Next Saturday, they're talking about a 30% chance of showers or thunderstorms, high near 83. And then next Sunday, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, high near 77. So this high 90s is probably just a flash in the pan. Tree pollen, low today, high tomorrow, high on Wednesday. Grass pollen, very high today, very high tomorrow, and very high on Wednesday. No ragweed to speak of. Lake Norfolk, 569.19, which is 17.19 feet above normal pool. They are not generating any generators at this time. And Bull Shoals is at 679.20, which is 20.20 feet above normal pool of 659. They are currently generating 2. Please don't take our word for it. Give them a call at 870-431-5311. Those generation reports change periodically throughout the day. If you're going to go fish the White River, you probably should give them a call and do it probably 20 or 30 minutes before you leave to go hit the water. So that is that. Wanted to go here, take me off that. Wanted to go here and let you know that so far this year we've had 24.73 inches of rain in the first 4 months and 8 days.
24.73.
In the month of May, we've had 5.5 inches of rain. And considering it didn't rain Saturday or Sunday, that's 5.5 inches of rain in the first 6 days of May. So we've had
our share.
We've had our share. That's been the weather, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, 870-405-0793, RetiredToArkansas.net. They are definitely realtors you could recommend to a friend. And we'll take a quick break. We'll come right back.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Recktenwald along with Scooter Callies. Scooter, you ever been to Lake Norfolk on a boating trip and forget a life jacket?
No,
Not
I can't.
Maybe have enough on the boat.
No, I can't say that I have because I usually double check that. I'm one of them worry warts, so I make sure everybody's got. I don't think I've ever been short any.
Well, I bet we've had visitors that have been short.
Oh yeah,
And that's one thing that an Eagle Scout from Mountain Home has decided to do something about. He has put in 4 loaner stations for life jackets around Lake Norfolk. Connor Strack, with the assistance from other scouts and adult volunteers, his Eagle Scout project, or one of them, has been to put in loaner stations for life jackets.
that is awesome.
It's not a bad
That is a
idea.
good idea.
You know, you may pick somebody up that's on the swim deck or on the swim beach or something, want to go for a boat ride and don't have an extra jacket for them. You could swing by one of those donor or loaner stations.
Because I could see that happening. You're out there, you made sure everything was covered. All of a sudden, you get a phone call. A buddy of yours is going to come out and meet up with you. You're going to pick him up from the dock, and having an extra life jacket could come in handy
You
quick.
bet. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Mountain Home Project Office agreed to the project and provided the materials. The loaner stations are located at Gamelia Park Boat Ramp, Cranfield Park Boat Ramp and Swim Beach, and Panther Bay Park and Boat Ramp and Swim Beach, and then up in Tecumseh. So there's even one up in Tecumseh. So the stations are intended to provide life jackets for boaters and swimmers forgetting to bring their own. Visitors are encouraged to borrow a life jacket if they need one and return it to the loaner station for others to use at a later time. Stations are equipped with adult, children, and infant-sized life jackets and instructions how to use them.
Well, and I will say the project is awesome, and I'm sure it's going to be well used. But you got to give Connor Schreck a lot of credit for being an Eagle Scout project. That's tough getting to that point, and it's pretty impressive.
Not a bad idea at all. You know, one thing that I would encourage folks, look, they're not there for you to have, they're just there for you to borrow. Make sure when you pick one up and you remember where you borrowed it from and take it back when you're finished with it. So that way this program can continue to go. Energy will be providing cash rebates through their new E-Tech initiative to customers who purchase one or more electric technology ranging from forklifts and cranes to golf carts and electric vehicle chargers. Known for beneficial electrification program, E-Tech will be available to any eligible Energy Arkansas customer for residential and commercial energy. E-Tech program promotes adoption of electric power alternative. And what do you feel about electric power? What do you feel about electric cars versus gas cars?
Cars are all right when you start getting into trucks and bigger rigs and stuff like that. I just don't see that as being I'm not an electric car fan to begin with, but for those that are, that's fine.
I'm sure they've come a long way.
They have.
I don't see myself ever owning one, but
Me
of course,
neither.
Our government may force us into buying one. Who knows? You know, what we're talking about Lake Norfolk, there's been a new courtesy dock added to Pigeon Creek, lake access. Right now there are 14, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission has 14 courtesy docks around Lake Norfolk, and the newest one to be added to the bunch is the one at Pigeon Creek. Been a long time since Pigeon Creek has had one, but that's a well-used area, and a lot of people use it to launch their boats to go fishing. It gets you about mid-lake, and it makes it very nice. So courtesy docks at Lake Norfolk. Gasville Planning and Zoning Commission will be having a hearing tonight at 6 o'clock at the Community Center. They're going to be discussing a zoning change from a C2 to an R1 in the city of Gasville, which will be up 126, 284, I believe, is the number 126 North, and they're just wanting to change it from a commercial zoning to a residential zoning. The Mountain Home Planning Commission will meet today. They'll meet in the City Council chambers and municipal building at 1 o'clock today. 2 variances of property boundaries will be discussed. One property is located at 505 Nevada and the other is at 911 Overlook. Both properties are in the city limits of Mountain Home. After the scheduled discussion, the rezoning of the property as scheduled for discussion is a rezoning of a property at 1620 Highway 62 West, going from commercial to residential, and that'll be good. Preliminary and final plats for Freedom's Landing subdivision on Ozark and Old Orchard Phase 2, located off of Buford Road. Those will also be discussed today. That's the Mountain Home City Planning Commission at 1 o'clock at the City Council chamber. That's where that's at.
All right.
So that's the news updates. We'll be back with This Week in Sports Highlight. Monday Morning Sports Highlight will be next. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
I'm Henry Campfield, your candidate for Baxter County Sheriff. I'm a veteran, a family man, with over 20 years of law enforcement experience. If you are ready for positive change in your community, I humbly ask for your support May 24th in the Republican primary.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Hello, I'm Shannon Felicia, and I'm talking to you, the Baxter County citizen. I'm a military man, a veteran, a family man with over 25 years military experience in civil engineering, and I'm asking for your vote on May the 24th in the Republican primary to elect me, Shannon Felicia, as your next Baxter County judge.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show. This is Monday Morning Sports Update. Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce is holding a golf tournament on Friday of this week. Let's get this opened up here. The annual Mountain Home Area Chamber of Commerce golf tournament is scheduled for Friday at Big Creek Golf and Country Club. It's a shotgun start, 4-man scramble, and it will start at 12:30. It will start with a registration and lunch at 11. Entry fees include a green fee, cart rental, range balls, and opportunity to win prizes. If you have any questions about this golf tournament, give Katie a call at 870-425-5111. I'm going to get this one mentioned real quick so I don't forget it. The Mountain Home track team and wrestling team had a student athlete go participate in the individual state powerlifting tournament. The Arkansas State Powerlifting Tournament was held on Saturday, and Michael Davis won the 133 to the 148 pound weight division at Wolf Stadium on the campus of Lake Hamilton High School in Piercy. Michael Davis had a power clean and a bench press of 235 each for a total of 470 pounds. He beat out Tristan Ray of Benton by 10 pounds. Congratulations to Michael Davis.
Good job.
Yep. I tell you what, he's a stout little feller.
He is. He's a tough kid.
We just need him to play some football.
There you go. Good luck with that one.
I know. I talked to him at the wrestling banquet on Saturday evening, and he wasn't too receptive to that idea.
He'd be a good football player, though.
He would.
He'd be a great player.
He would. Let's see what we got here. Speaking of Michael Davis had an all-state performance, finishing second in pole vault at the 5A state track meet that was held on Friday at Van Buren. The Mountain Home Bombers boys team finished second in the state for 5A. The girls finished ninth. On the boys' side, William Hill, Andrew Westfall, Anderson and Bryson Hodges set class 5A meet record with a winning time at the 4x800 meter relay with 8 minutes, .008 seconds. Brody Patterson, Kai Bickford, Anderson, and Bryson Hodges set the school record of 3 minutes, 26 seconds and 6 100ths to win the 4x400 meter relay. In addition, Bickford won the 1,600 meter run, and Patterson won the 300 meter hurdles. Michael Davis finished second in pole vault. Westfall ended up second in the 3,200 meter run, and Patterson took second place in the 110 hurdles as well. Several of the Bombers have qualified to go to the Meet of Champions. Anderson Hodges, Kai Bickford were second and fifth respectively in 800 meter run. Robert Dover finished third in pole vault. Brady Barnett ended up third in long jump with a school record of 22 feet 4 3/4 inches. What about that?
Awesome.
Jordan Rittenberg of Mountain Home Girls had an all-state performance to finish second place in the 3,200 meter run, and Riley Patterson finished third place, which was good enough to get to the Meet of Champions as well. The team of Bailey Rittenberg, Patterson, Kruger, and Jordan Rittenberg all advanced to the Meet of Champions, taking third in the 4x800 meter relay. The Meet of Champions is scheduled for Wednesday in Russellville. So that's a pretty good showing for all those.
Great job
as well.
That's impressive.
And let's see here. A bunch of softball and baseball tournaments were held over the weekend. The third place games will be held today, and some championship games as well. A whole list of them, way too many to get into this morning. So we'll just wrap it up at that point right there.
All
That's
right.
your Monday morning sports update. Brought to you by XL7 Sports and XL7-TV. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be back with Enoch Pepin from the LC Sammons Youth Center. Be back in just a moment.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done, so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
As a practicing attorney with 28 years of courtroom experience, it is important to me that we have honest, fair, and experienced judges. I'm Jody Carney, and as the next district judge for Baxter and Marion counties, I want to help keep our communities safe and provide professional and efficient administration of justice. Please allow me to provide this service by voting Jody Carney for district judge. Early voting begins May 9th and continues through Election Day on May 24th.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
Hi.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This morning our guest is Enoch Pepin from the LC Sammons Youth Center. How are you, sir?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Not too shabby for an old fat white guy. Hey, what do you know about the history of the LC Sammons Youth Center?
I know I've been there for 15 years of it.
It's a lot of history.
That's a lot of history. Yeah, just by myself, yeah. All I know, honestly, is that it's just one of those things that came together with the community, of course, with Mr. Sammons, and they saw a need to do something for the youth here. And
how long has it been around? Do you know?
I don't know. You
didn't give him the cheat sheet, did you?
No
cheat sheet. This guy.
I never give him a cheat sheet. What are you talking about?
No, I don't. I'm not from Mountain Home. I do know that some graduating classes had prom there and stuff like that. So it's been around for quite a few years.
It's been around a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been in Mountain Home?
I've been living in Mountain Home since mid 2004.
2004.
Yep.
And you've been with the youth center for 15 years.
For 15 years, they were slipping. HR was slipping, and they hired me in 2007, and I've been there ever since. So,
what's your role there?
I'm a program coordinator. So I help with along with Andrew McNair. He's a program coordinator. He's been there with us for about, I want to say, 1.5 to 2 years. So we do all the summer programming, all the events we have, whether it's the Valentine's dance, Thanksgiving break, trunk or treat, everything we got going on. We, with the help of the community, it's not just us, with the help of the entire community, we put everything on with their help. And then, of course, we have, summer programming and youth softball's going on right now, youth baseball. So we go through and try to find sponsors for all the teams, and then we get registrations in, promote parents to head coaching positions, whether they are ready for it or not. And so it's one of those things. It's fun. I think in baseball we're sitting at almost 330 kids, and softball we're sitting around 200. So a lot of kids participating, a lot of kids getting out there playing baseball, softball, sometimes for the first time, sometimes they've been doing it their whole lives. So it's just a good mix and match.
Who do you report to at the youth center?
My manager is Kelly Lewis, and
Kelly's still there.
Yeah, Kelly's there. She's been there for 20 plus years, I want to say.
Absolutely.
So that's how long this youth center's been around, at least. And then right above her is the parks director, Mr. Billy D. Austin, who He's been there for about as long as I have been. He came on, I want to say, a month or so after I did in 2007. And then, of course, we all answer to Mayor Adams. So, yeah.
So the park renovation projects that Mayor Adams has initiated and is doing a very good job getting started and going, what kind of changes can we see coming at LC Sammons Youth Center?
If everything works out perfectly, we're looking at a pretty good size renovation at the youth center. We're looking at new equipment in the video game room, update everything from TVs to consoles. We're looking at something that might be small to some, but would be great to us is, we're looking at new flooring throughout, new counters throughout, updating every station, including the gymnasium, updating the climbing wall, updating the stage system, the PA system, drop-down movie screen. So everything kind of just built in, one-stop shop where everything's just user-friendly for the employees there. We'll be able to offer more programming in that regard when everything is going to be just based in there for the youth. So we're looking at, with the aquatic center being open, I believe the plan is for that city pool to then turn into a splash pad. So that'll be open at that park at Cooper Park, which is not just youth center, but anybody in the area who can get to the splash pad. That's something there. So,
so as you know, our area is growing. We've got a lot of new people moving into the area. Not all of them live in the city of Mountain Home, but like I said, there's people out there that may not know where the youth center is. So where is the youth center?
It's at Cooper Park. If you look at a map of Mountain Home, Cooper Park is almost in the center of it. So we're right there at Cooper Park. There's 3 entrances there. To get to the youth center, you use that middle entrance.
What is the address? It's
the 1101 Spring Street. And that'll get you right to the front door of the youth center. City pool's right there. Tennis courts are across the parking lot. So our hours during the school year, so since they're in school right now, the shuttle, they get a shuttle bus that kind of gets them around, and it goes from school to school, brings them to the youth center. So during the school year, the bus gets there at around 3:45, close to 4 sometimes, and then we're open till 6 p.m. That's every day, Monday through Friday. And then in the summertime,
are you open on Saturdays?
Saturdays are reserved for either birthday parties or special events. So it's not open to youth programming. Okay. It's just if you reserve a birthday party, we're open on Saturday for that birthday party or however many there are that day. And then if we have a trunk or treat, a spring carnival, things like that, then we're open for that, of course.
What about Sundays?
Sundays always closed unless something changes down the road, but as of right now, closed on Sundays. And during the summer, our hours change. We go from being a 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. We go to 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. We offer an early morning drop off. Parents got to get to work by 8 o'clock most of the time. So myself and other staff members, we're there as early as 7:30. So if you need to drop your kid off earlier so you can get to work on time, 7:30 we'll take them in, sign them in, and then like I said, that's Monday through Friday, close at 5:30 p.m. and then we offer more programming in the summer. So we're getting ready to put out our full summer calendar, which is we have designated days that we do certain things, events at the youth center. So on a weekly basis, every Monday is kind of a general play day. There might be a ping pong tournament or something like that. We'll do something like that. Every Tuesday, we open the climbing wall from about 1 to 3 p.m. Every Wednesday, we do inflatables from about, I want to say, 12:30 to 2:30, 3 o'clock, depending on participation. Every Thursday, we designate that as a sports day. So we might go outside, weather permitting, and play flag football. We may do wiffle ball, volleyball, something like that. And then every Friday, with the pool, we do a free swim. So on Friday, if you want your child to participate, you send them to the youth center on Friday with swimwear, towel, and we take the kids to the pool. They get to swim for free for as long as they want that day between 12:30 and 4 o'clock. So if they don't want to stay all day, we don't let any kids just cross the parking lot on their own. So they call the youth center, and we go get them, escort them back. Lifeguards, of course, are on duty, and then we leave 2 staff members at least with them as well, so that they have a red shirt on, so the kids know if I want to get back to the YC, let me go find my staff, who's usually sitting there by the pool with the lifeguards. So we try to do a lot. On top of that calendar, still working on our, we call them academies. They're kind of like camps. So it's some can be a week long, some are a few days, but we do indoor archery, which the Game and Fish, they let us borrow the indoor archery equipment. So we set that up in the gym for a week or 2. We have a staff member that helps with healthy cooking. So she'll come up every day for a week with a really easy recipe that kids can do at home if they want to. We try to do an art class. We are trying to get a wacky science class going. We do things like that. We try to switch it up, art class, self-defense, things like that. So we try to switch it up. 4-H normally comes every year, and they take a couple of days and they do a project with the kids. A real popular one is a 2-liter bottle rockets. So they design their own rocket, and we take them out to the back of the field, and they're all with air pressure, so they crank them up and fire rockets off in the backfield, stuff like that. So,
what about things like using the tennis courts? Do you offer tennis lessons or anything like that for kids?
We sometimes,
coordinated through y'all?
Yeah, we sometimes, when fortunate, we will find a volunteer with the tennis association who might come down for a week and do a tennis camp where they go out there and they do one for beginners, and if you play before you do it. The tennis courts are always open for the kids as well, so they sign out a racket and then they're able to go out to the tennis courts and play. But yeah, we try to implement some kind of a program where they're out there. Anytime we can sneak anything in that's educational and gets them off a video game, we try to do it.
Do you guys use the playground facility that's over on the other side of the park?
We don't normally, only because other than some parents just don't want their kids leaving the building unless they are doing something with us. Anything we're going to do outside, we're fortunate enough where we have that big field right behind us. We have the one directly behind us that has kind of the garden with the food bank, and then we have across that field is that it used to be a soccer field, I believe. So we have a lot of space there. So when weather permits, we'll go outside and do some stuff, depending on. Now, we'll make a calendar, and none of it is mandatory, of course. And then sometimes it's subject to change. So we might have something on the calendar, and all the kids aren't really feeling it. So we'll kind of just wing it and then go do something else. If they all decide, we'd rather go do this outside, or rather, let's go. Let's get everything together. We'll make a page. Whoever wants to come, we'll sign out, and we'll go do that. So we kind of just try to adapt to what the kids are into at that day.
What age group do you cater to over there?
We are ages 8 to 14. So 8 to 14 means you can, drop them off, leave skid marks out in the parking lot, and go where you're going type thing. Now, if we have a lot of families that are, they have a 6-year-old or a 5-year-old, and mom, dad, they're off that day, they can come in. They can pay their $4 day fee and be there that day. The only difference is if you're younger than 8, the guardian has to stay in the facility with them and be at every station with them. 8 to 14 is the age group that they can just be left there with us.
Why is that?
It's just the age that when I first got there, it used to be 10 to 17 was the age. And then what we found after years of being that age is after a while, when kids at 15 start getting permits and part-time jobs, or they have a little bit more freedom of where they're going, we were only getting kids around anywhere from 9 to 12 to 13. So that extra 2 years was kind of just, they were not really showing up. They were just going doing their own thing. So we pushed it about 2 years back and try to stay right in that little, what happened to be our wheelhouse at the time. And so our numbers have been great. We're getting anywhere from 45 to 60 kids every day off the bus. Sometimes the bus has to bring 2 loads. And then in the summertime, we're hitting 100 plus a day. So that just happens to be the youth center's wheelhouse for us. And then what we're hoping is that when the aquatic center opens up, that whatever age groups are not really in the YC's wheelhouse, they'll have more options at this aquatic center type thing.
Somewhere for them to go.
Yeah.
7:40. Let's take a quick break. You're on XL7-TV. You're watching the morning show. Enoch Pepin from the LC Sammons Youth Center is our guest this morning. Be back in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Kevin Liddy. I'm running for the office of Baxter County Judge. Over the last 28 years, I've served the citizens of Baxter County while working with the Mountain Home Police Department. I am passionate about the citizens and its employees, and I'd like to keep moving Baxter County forward. In the last few years, our county's infrastructure has greatly improved, and I would like to keep moving us forward. I'm Kevin Liddy. I ask for your vote in the Republican primary on May 24th.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
My name is John Montgomery. 18 years ago, you hired me as your Baxter County Sheriff. My management team and I have worked hard to make the Sheriff's Office a premier law enforcement agency. I believe that transparency is the greatest form of public trust. As a result, my guiding principles of honesty, integrity, and professionalism have shaped the direction of our office. Working for the citizens of Baxter County has been the greatest privilege of my professional career. I have much more to do for you and the Sheriff's Office, and I respectfully ask for your vote on May 24th.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Enoch Pepin from the LC Sammons Youth Center is with us. We're talking about the facility over at Cooper Park at 1101 Spring Street.
1101 Spring Street.
What does it cost to be a member of the youth center, to buy an annual membership?
Okay, yeah, to buy an annual membership, so every membership has to be renewed January 1st of every year, and then it all, of course, expires December 31st every year. So to be a member, you're looking at $40 for that calendar year. That gets you membership and access to everything we do. Summer program, after school, all of that. There is a family registration, so that's everybody in that household. If you think it's more cost effective, we've got big families. So you got 4 kids, you're either paying $40 a pop, or you do that whole family membership, and then that goes to, I want to say that's $90, but that gets everybody in the household.
Why is it so cheap?
Because we just try to make it as affordable as we can for parents to have a place to be able to bring their kids, be supervised, give them some options of whether it's just for fun, hanging out with their friends, whether it's sneaking a little bit of education. As of right now, those are just the prices that were set. And
how many members do you think you have?
We probably are approaching, we average anywhere from 250 to 350 or so members. So that just gives them a lot of options to come in. When you're looking at a time and age in the world, it seems like, where for whatever the reason, there's a lot of either a single parent homes, or gone are the days where there's just, you can afford to live on just one income. So you got, most houses got 2 working parents, and their hours vary so much. We just, the city just likes to give them a very affordable option to come in and make sure that, when I was a kid growing up, they used to call us like, if you stayed at home, you were like a latchkey kid or something like that, and you're just at home, and parents keep their fingers crossed that they get home and everybody's still a home to come to. So at least this gives them something right in the center. If you work in Mountain Home, like I said, we're right in the center of Mountain Home. You can get anywhere you need to get from the YC to work on time at any time of the day. And if you're not getting off of work till 5:30, 5:45, and we're open till 6, or you're getting off at 5, you still have plenty of time to come to the YC, get your kid, get home, get dinner, do whatever you're going to do that night. So it's just something that's safe and affordable.
Does the youth center have an area for a young student come in and do their homework? Is there somewhere quiet area to where it's not hustle bustle, where they can actually sit down and do their homework?
Yes.
Get that knocked out before they get home for the night?
Yes. So a lot of kids, especially if they're in the same classes, they'll sit in the as loud as it can get in that facility. They'll sit in the commons area, and they'll do homework there. Some of them like to go to the gym and kind of find a corner, lay their books out, and do homework there. We do have a room in the very back of the gym that is separated. It's got a door and all of that, that we're in the process of cleaning out. But it's a room that they can go into and quietly do homework if that's what they want to do. And then we have most of our staff, rec aides, they're college students. So we're fortunate enough where when there's a kid who does have a problem, 9 out of 10 times he can maybe find that staff member that'll help him real quick, help him or her out.
Is there any kind of a tutoring situation at the youth center?
There is not a tutoring per se, other than you can get some help from one of the staff aides there. Mm-hmm. That might be something we revisit down the road with everything being changed, and with if the new facility gets built and we have more options, more access to a lot of different computers that we can get online and help with research and do things like that, then that might be something that gets implemented at that point.
How's the security at the youth center
as far as for the kids?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that gets brought up quite a bit. They get dropped off. My daughter goes every day. She comes to the youth center off the bus every day. She's 12 years old. She understands that whether I'm in the building or if I have to go run errands for something, she's not leaving that building. She knows you don't leave that building unless you're getting in the car with me. That's just the rule. Mm-hmm. She understands that. No matter what her other friends are doing, she's not leaving that building unless she's getting in the car with me. Now, some parents, guardians are okay with their kid at whatever age going to the playgrounds there at Cooper Park. That's fine. we are not equipped at this point to have staff out there in the park. It's a public park. I cannot control who's in a public park. Nobody can control. It's a public park. So if you're comfortable with that, that's fine. And now in the summer, when that's happening a lot, it's not so much during the school year, but in the summer, when your kid is there from 7:30 in the morning until 5:30 because you're at work, and your kid has the option that you've given them to go out into the park and play. What we do, me and the other program coordinator, Andrew, is we do have several golf carts. So every 30 minutes or so, we'll get on a golf cart and patrol the whole park and kind of locate where all of the kids are that we know come to the youth center and just make sure they're being safe. They're, whether it's trying to do backflips off of something or just being safe together. We try to keep them out of those creeks. I get it. It's hot and kids want to get in creeks. But what we try to tell them all the time is that this is Arkansas, and there are copperheads in those creeks. Stay out of the creek. But they want to go in and have fun. So we patrol the park as much as we can with summer programming allowing it. When we have a lot going on in the building where there's indoor archery, things like that, it's hard to just get away. But every chance we get, 30, 40 minutes or so, one of us is out there on a golf cart just patrolling the park for the kids.
Do they have to sign out? Do they have to tell somebody they're going
They have to
the
sign out.
Playground?
At all times, we have to know where every kid is. So if my daughter were allowed to go, she'd have to go to the front desk. It's the first person you see when you walk in, and it's the last person you see on the way out. And you have to say, hey, Enoch, I'm signing out to the tennis courts, or I'm signing out to the park. And so by their name, we'll write park or tennis courts.
So you have an idea where
So
they
we
should
have an
be.
idea. So if a parent calls and says, hey, I'm looking for little Johnny, he just signed out to the tennis courts. You want me to go get him and have him call you back? Or no, I just wanted to make sure he was all right. Just wanted to talk to him, see what his. So we try to have an idea of where they are. Now, we're not in a situation where we can just lock a door and keep the kids in. That's not what we are. We're a recreational facility. So what we try to do is just keep them busy enough where they don't want to go anywhere. They're there all day. Like I said, none of the program we do is mandatory. We just make it available to them. So yeah.
Are all the people that work or come to the youth center, are they city employees, or do you have volunteers?
All city employees. So everyone from every rec aid program, everybody who's working for the city, whether it's seasonal, part-time, full-time, they're a city employee. So they have to go through everything you have to go through to get a city job, which is, drug tests, background check, all of that. You have to pass, the interview first. And then after that, then there's the drug test, there's the background check through City Hall. You have to pass everything before you are allowed employment for the city. So
the facility itself, Cooper Park, is a large plot of land.
It is.
And we're grateful to have it, no doubt. The Cooper family was very generous when they donated that property to the city. How hard is it for you to keep the kids in the facility, in the property?
It can be difficult depending on, I'd be honest with you, it was a little tougher when we had that up to 17-year-old. They're a little bit more adventurous, if you will, at that age. With 8 to 14, we haven't had that problem. The only problem we've had with that 8 to 14 age group is signing out to the tennis courts and mom calls and we want to go get you so that you can talk to mom or have her, or you can call her back and you decided you wanted to go to the playground at Cooper. So we have to tell kids
which is a lot better than going to Georgetown Square.
That's exactly right. So at least they're staying on the city property.
Right.
So other than having to say, hey, listen, Enoch, if you sign out to the tennis courts, you have to be at the tennis courts. Now, if you are allowed to go to Cooper Park, you come right across the parking lot. You say, hey, here's your tennis racket back. Here's the tennis balls. I'm going to go to the playground. And we'll make that change by your name. That way, at least when a parent calls or shows up to surprise your kid with lunch, we can say, oh, we know exactly where they are. We'll go get them.
Right.
And not to mention, we do fire drills. So that sheet is very important for when we do a fire drill, because whoever is manning the front desk at a fire drill has to take those sheets with them to our meeting spot up by the tree line. And so we have to trust that when we look down, we can see exactly who is where, and that everybody who's in the building is in this line. And if they were at the tennis courts and we don't see them here, and we can go track them down at the tennis court. So there's a lot of reasons why it's so important for kids to understand how important it is to just keep us updated.
Communicate.
That's it. Just communicate. We're not trying to ruin anybody's fun. We get it. If you're allowed out, we want you to go enjoy it. It's a beautiful park. The maintenance department, Parks and Rec department, they work their tails off to make sure everything is pretty around Mountain Home. So we want them to enjoy it. And if your parents are okay with you going out there, go enjoy it. Just communicate with us so we know, for your safety, where you are at all times.
When does the pool open?
The pool will open. I always get them confused. Is that Memorial Day coming up?
Yes.
Memorial Day that weekend. So I believe they'll start taking registrations for like swim lessons and all that. Normally they start doing all of that on that Saturday. So the start of that weekend, and then Sunday they'll have designated times, and then the pool will actually open on that Memorial Day, on that Monday, which I believe is the 30th.
31st?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last Monday of May.
Last Monday of May. Yep. So it'll be open officially that 30th. Memorial Day, the 30th. Yep.
And it runs until?
Normally it stays open until Labor Day weekend. So by Labor Day, that's when it starts to wind down, shut down. Kids start, their staff is mostly comprised of college students. So when it starts getting close to the end of that season, they all have to go out and get ready for college and dorms and all that. So it's normally closed by that Labor Day.
Who controls the schedule of the tennis courts over there? Is that something you're
That's something in the building. Yep, you call the youth center. So we have groups, the tennis association, anybody. If you just want to play tennis one day, you just call the youth center and say, "Hey, is court 1 available on Tuesday at 5:30?" Yeah, it is. We'll put you in.
Are they lit?
They are. They have lights. They're on, and I believe the lights stay on till, I want to say 10 p.m. I don't know if that's changed, but I think that they were timed to stay on all the way up to 10 p.m. So
cool. Anything else that's coming up at the youth center you'd like to talk about real quick? We've got about 2 minutes left.
2 minutes. Yeah, listen, like I said, we have summer programming coming up, and so that's going to be released to the schools, our daily calendar, very shortly, so that it can go home with kids and parents and they can see what we have to offer. I just like to tell everybody, just come in. You can call us at 870-424-7275. We'll answer all your questions. We have a Facebook page, LC Sammons Youth Center. We post everything on there. We have a website, cityofmountainhome.com. We post everything on there. But me as a parent, I prefer to go there and meet who's going to be watching my kid for 8 hours a day. So I always encourage you as a parent, come in with your kid. Take a tour, come meet the other staff members, see what we have to offer facility-wise. We'll let you know what our rules are. There's a lot. Basically what I tell everybody is, if it's not allowed at school, it's not allowed here. We have a disciplinary system where we call parents, we write up, we suspend, depending on what the infraction is. So just come in, take a tour. We're right there at 1101 Spring Street, right in the middle of Mountain Home, Cooper Park. Come in, see the whole facility. We'll show you everything. We'll let you meet everybody, and just come on in and see what we have to offer, and we'll have a great summer.
Have a good time.
Great time.
How many employees are over there?
Full-time employees at the youth center, we're looking at 5 full-time, and then in the summer we'll have 10 to 12 part-timers that come in. We do not open a station unless there is a rec aid in there. So like I said, every station has rules.
And the reason I ask that is so people don't think that there's so many kids there that 60 kids getting off a bus, you're overloaded. They'll never be able to keep an eye on little Johnny and Miss Sally. That's not the case.
No, that is not the case. We will have, right now we have somebody for every station. We kind of double, sometimes slightly, almost triple our staff for the summer because our numbers increase. And so we have somebody everywhere enforcing rules and watching kiddos.
Good deal. Appreciate your time. We will visit with you again probably in the middle of the summer.
Yes, sir.
It's going.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow.